Okay, so here we are today, getting ready to lunge Xena, and let's see how it goes today, okay? Good girl. Good girl. Very nice. I like the way she's keeping her head lower. As you can tell, I'm using some very plain side reins, but I have a lunging calfskin on her. And good girl. And walk. And walk. Good girl. And I just wanted to warm up. So, not going to do anything full speed. We're just going to warm up and trot, trot. Good girl. And that's what I'm still working on. Walk, trot transitions. And walk. And walk. Good girl. What I'm really looking for from her is a, okay, I've been waiting on this all day, kind of takeoff, you know. And trot, trot. Not getting that quite yet, but, you know, it's going to take practice, so, and that's what we're working on. Need a little more enthusiasm because she looks like she's sleep trotting here. And walk. And walk. And walk. Walk. No, not turn, baby girl. See, this is what happens when your horse gets confused. And ho. Ho. Good girl. Ho. So when they do get confused, don't just jump right back into what you were doing before. Good girl. I want you to go this way. Good girl. Good girl. Xena happens to be the kind of horse that beats herself up over not getting it right the first time. So I gotta be careful how I reprimand her, which I do verbally with what you just heard. I can't make that, good girl. I can't make that sound right now because then she's gonna think she did something wrong. I like her headset. Well, this is a little too high, right? Come on, stretchy. There you go. Good girl. I like that right there. That's good. And walk. Good girl. And trot, trot. Good girl. That was better. Good girl. I've seen a big improvement in the last 2 weeks. Good girl. As far as her headset is concerned in trotting. Good girl. Let's move out a little. Good girl. She used to just constantly have her head way up high. Good girl. Good girl. That's perfect right there. Good girl. She's starting to figure out how to use those body parts of hers. And walk. 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 Good girl. Good girl. Now, if she volunteers a trot, I'm not going to stop her from it. It's forward movement. I'm going to let her, I give her a little bit of leadway, sometimes maybe a little too much, but I would never discourage her from moving forward, so. Since she volunteered this trot, good girl. I'm going to let her do it for a couple of laps, and I'm going to try to put her back into a walk. And walk. Good girl. girl. And ho. What a good girl. Yes, you are. I'm going to wait for her to drop her head or start licking, not just looking at me like I'm drunk. What a good girl. I always try to make sure that she processes what's going on. And right now, with her stopping like this and not licking, not lowering her head, I'm not getting anything but a plain stop. And that's not what I'm looking for. I want her to think, which she's starting to put her thinking cap on. And that's a good thing. I need her to either lick or drop her head. So once one of the two happens, I will turn her clockwise. And then take it from there. Until that happens, we're just going to be standing here at a standoff. And it has happened before. Sometimes you're going to hit a wall like that, and just be patient. Okay, they will lower their head and they will lick their lips. Do both, or one or the other. But it's okay. But that's what I'm looking for. Until I get that, I'm not doing anything. So if that means we're going to have to stand here all night, then hey, so be it. Here it goes. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. I like that headset right there. Right there. That's good. That's too high. Right there. Good girl. It's perfect. And walk. Walk. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. And trot, trot. Now, we still need a little swifter takeoff here. Just a little quicker. And walk. Walk. Good girl. And trot, trot. That's a little better. Good girl. Got a little bit of gas going on back there. Good girl. Good girl. And walk. Good girl. And trot, trot. That was good. Very good. And walk. Walk. And for those of you that are asking yourself, why do I, look for her to walk and a few steps and then trotting, and trot, trot. Come on, don't get lazy on me. Reason being is because the only way a horse can step out from the walk to the trot is by engaging the hindquarters. The only way you can engage the hindquarters is by rounding your back. And good girl. That's what I'm looking for from her. And walk. Good girl. And walk. 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 Good girl. Good girl. And trot, trot. Well, that wasn't too bad. So we just got to practice, 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 practice. She's perfect from halt to walk. And walk. Walk. And I'm sure my horse probably thinks I'm crazy and I don't know what the heck I want. And walk. Good girl. And walk. See, she's anticipating me making her trot, which is good. That tells me that she's thinking and I got her attention. She's anticipating it, but I'm not letting her do it. I'm going to wait for her to relax. Good girl. To get nice and soft. Right now. And trot, trot. Good girl. See, I know when she's getting ready to spring on me. You know, what I mean by that is when she's getting ready to try and trot off because she's anticipating and walk for me to tell her to trot. So I beat her to the punch, and it seems to be working. And trot, trot. Good girl. And ho. Give her a little break. Wait for chewing or head lowering. I'm not quite happy with how she stopped. It's an unsure posture. One foot in front of the other. She's not really sure about what's going on, but we'll get there. Gonna have to drop your head, Mama. Still waiting on that. As soon as she drops her head, I'm going to stop this clip and start another one. So, again, just like before, I'm waiting for one of two, or both. Either licking or head lowering. I'm not getting either, so we're kind of at a standstill here, but it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. There we go. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. That's a good girl. Yes. That's a good girl. You're even going to get a praise for that one. That's a good girl. Yes. Yeah, Xena happens to be one of those horses that loves praise. Good girl. Yes, you are. She's very touchy-feely. And let me stop this, and I'll be right back.